Hey guys, it's been a long time since I've did a video. Hope I can remember how to do this. But I have got my Echo pretty much loaded up, probably 85% done loading up. I've got a 6-month trip I'm going to leave next week on to head to the West Coast, primarily California, Oregon, Washington State, like I did last year. This is going to be a combination trip. Doing some more mods on the Echo, hiking on the PCT quite a bit, and also going to as many of the adventure van shows and other van events that they have across the West Coast as much as I can, given the fact I'm going to be on trail quite a bit. But what I wanted to do today was show you a little bit of how I have packed my garage and how I like it. So let's get into it. All right, first of all, I've got the 2025 Spreco. Had a lot of work done on it with Freedom Van Gogh, Owl, and Mesa, as well as the inside got a lot of blinds from Van Made Gear, and the mattresses are from Canyon Adventure Vans. But that's another video. Anyway, so starting off, I got this little organizer deal from Freedom Van Gogh in Jacksonville. I really like it because I leave it down all the time because I want to have full access to these little pouches here. But you can tell these things are pretty massive inside. I don't even have enough stuff yet to fill them up yet. I've just got little straps in this one. And here I've got some sunscreen, stuff like that at the ready. Here I've got a tape measure. So I'm still kind of getting this figured out. On the multi panel, I just got a tarp strap here. And this is the hose regulator that comes with my Howl fire pit. I'll show that to you in just a second. So I try to keep all this pretty handy. So when I get to camp, I kind of have a system of getting everything unloaded and everything. So this is a gear tote from Radius Outfitters. Everything they make is really high quality, and I really like their stuff. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it is very functional. It's got little pockets all down through here for little doodads, easily accessible, and it's got these dividers. You can make these dividers as big or as small as you want. So I think right now I've got it pretty well. I've got this one as a third. This one's a third, but then there's a divider right there, so I can segregate this from this. But I like this a lot. So I'm gonna try to steal some clips of my past expo I went to, because I have finally figured out what I think is my perfect way of cooking. What I mean by that is this. So this is my fuel source right here. This is my Howl fire pit, and I absolutely love this thing. This thing puts out a lot of heat right through here on this bar coils, and I just love it. So I can either, if it's in the summertime, I don't need heat, I can just have the A-flame come on and have a regular fire pit. But if I want heat, I just turn the other knob on, and then I've got heat coming out as well. So between this right here, I've got a couple different options here. So this is my tripod I've got, that I can put up a tripod and have my Dutch oven right here hanging from the tripod, suspended about 6 inches above the flame, so it gets good and hot. And I can adjust that with a chain on there, no problem. Or I can just adjust the flame to go higher or lower, whichever I desire.
Yeah. Oh, it looks so good. Look at all that spaghetti. Look at all that spaghetti. This is my specialty right here. I cook this really good, and filet mignon's really good. Maybe some potatoes.
So far, everything you cook's so good.
Yeah. I love it.
And this little dude out here, I'll try to include a picture in a minute.
says,
Yeah, because it's right in your backyard.
this packaged arrived for you. And it says, processed meat. Did you order a what? No, it's made.
This is a stand that fits basically about right here. So if I don't want to set up the tripod, I can set that stand up right here and have either my griddle here. I just got this recently. That's pretty awesome. Or I could put the Dutch oven on top of that and have a constant, platform for the heat to get to. So this is how I've been cooking. I tell you what, this thing has been awesome because when I bring this stuff out and I get the food out, people all my neighbors come and we have a huge supper. I can cook all kinds of stuff in this thing. You can see how big it is. I think it's 10 quarts. I love this thing. I recently picked up this trash. It's on Amazon, just a collapsible trash can. So what I did, I took it out, I set it right here, and I sprung it up. It sits about 2 foot tall. I put a big garbage bag in it, and it lasted me 2.5 days. And everybody was around me hanging out. So it held a lot of trash. So I do like this really a lot. This is a Dometic, just a camp table basically. It's not the lightest. It's got solid bamboo here, but it does fold in half. I got mine in Have It Design Works up in Portland, Oregon. I do like it a lot because when it folds out, it's really a pretty good size, about 2 foot by 3 foot, give or take, platform. And then I've got this Inhabit Design Works mat that's perfectly fitted for the top of this thing. So I can keep everything, looking kind of classy, all in my kit spot here. Next up, so this was kind of a good decision. I have always struggled with having the perfect camp chair. You always try to find something light and packs up small and everything, especially in Class B van, like I've got a Revel. I just kind of got to the point where I am so sick of trying to try these different chairs out. I've got click chairs. I had some ice co's. Ice co's weren't bad, but there were some flaws on those. This Dometic chair is freaking awesome. I've went ahead and committed. I've got 4 individual chairs, and you can see they stack perfectly in the back of this Echo here. I've got them just carabined right here on the top, so they're not going anywhere. I've got 4. I think that's a pretty good use of space in terms of efficiency, and having 4 large chairs at their disposal right here, and they're secure, they're not going anywhere and all that. So you can see how tight this is. This ain't going anywhere. I've got a Dometic, a little I'm not sure what you call it, a little bench. It's a 2-seater. It's made out of the same fabric as these, same color and everything. So I have the capacity to sit 6 people at my campsite. If there's any more than that, they're gonna have to bring their own camp chairs that night. Rest of this is just fire extinguisher, some utensils, doodads, stuff like that. I've already told you about the howl. I've already told you about my lodge, cast iron stuff. This is my package that I use to spray Class B vans, the slide rail. I've done a ton of those things, and once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad. But I've got tape, the sandpaper, the paint, the alcohol, everything in there. So sometimes I'll get a knack for doing that. Recovery gear, 2 Go Treads. I really recommend these. I've never used these yet to get myself unstuck, but I use them I use them quite a bit to level up my rig. It does help a lot. They're really easy to use, and they're cheap to buy. They're not too bad at all. This is about a 4-foot strap, tree strap. Put that around a tree, and then you can put your winch line on top of that and pour yourself out if you need to, or something like that. Here's a snatch strap. 4-way lug wrench. This is something I need to do a video on. I'm not going to tell you what this does. I'm going to save that for another video. It is pretty awesome, but I'll tell you about that later on. So here is I got to a point a few months ago. I was on the road and needed to dump my black tank, and it was not a good spot to dump it. So I got tired of doing that. So I decided to buy a second extra black dump tank in case I ever get to a point where I really need to, you know, dump it, but I can't. So I can just switch it out and wait till the next day till I get somewhere where I can dump it. So that's going to work out great, I think. Now that I've got the room, you know, in an Echo. This is just some show expo items, extra water. This is just some, I had onboard air put on at Owl in Portland, and we were going to wait to run the air. They did the onboard air, but they didn't run the lines to the back here. So what I did, I've got this reel from Apex put in by Freedom Van Gogh. We're going to run this from the front to the back up through here and hook onto this, so I'll be able to just use this 35-foot hose reel to air up all of my tires, including if anybody's behind me, I can air up their tires too as well. So we're going to use that when I get to Mesa sometime soon. So there's that. Here is an extra 25 foot of electrical cable in case I need to plug in and it's more than 25 foot away. And there's my original 25 foot. These boxes, I'm trying to remember the name of these boxes. It'll come to me in a minute, but these are pretty awesome. They're not cheap, really. They're not too bad. Depends on if you get lids and dividers and stuff like that, but they do work really good. They fit really well in here. They got dividers. You can make them whatever increments you want in here. Oh, this is a Devos outdoor light. This thing is freaking awesome. So it will go Bluetooth wise. This thing goes from a white to a red, and I think to a soft white, which is supposed to help cut down on bugs and stuff like that. And then here's just another Molly panel. This already came with the Echo. Got another thing from Freedom Van Gogh. Just got some kindling in there. Nothing too major. But this is something that I wanted to tell you about. I just literally just put these O-rings on both sides here and just use an adjustable tarpaulin strap with a little bit of tension on it. I was able to hang my Inhabit Design Works outdoor 4 foot by 8 foot mat right here. And this has really worked out really well. This thing is not going anywhere. I've got for the Fiamma awning, it's got a middle cross member brace that you can use if you want to. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on how much wind is going on. But this thing, I just literally just put it in there. But this has got enough tack to it that it's just kind of rough to. It's not going. I mean, I'd have to really. I don't know what I'd have to do to get this thing to come off, but it's on there pretty good. And then this, of course, is the little hook. Is how you deploy the awning right here, and it's in there. It's not going anywhere. So basically, that's what I got so far anyway. I don't think I'm gonna add. I think I'm gonna try to leave this space open just to have extra room. I don't want to bring everything like I did last year. I brought so much crap last year in my Revel, it's not even funny. So this year I'm gonna try to learn from my mistakes and kind of dial it down a little bit and just kind of go lightweight and just make this work. I think it's gonna work really well. But I'm heading to Mesa next week. I think the week after that is when they're going to start putting on the new Owl rear bumper, the ladder, and as well as the really sweet looking rear tire carrier right there. It's gonna come, I believe, right through here, up and over, but it's gonna be able to swing away to where you can still open up this door here. So that's going to work out really well. Anyway, I wanted to show you what I got going on. Y'all guys have a good day.